Getting myself together to come out to Sunday spiritual tea. Welcome, welcome, gang. Well gone, Tiffany. Your girl's been out all day. Well gone. Ayoka. You saw where I was, gang. You saw where I'm coming from. I was out at a concert. I'm back. I was just living in my dark side for a minute. Gang. I was at a concert enjoying myself. Oh, go on, people. Your girl is back. Diluting the alcohol with some Coca-Cola. Oh, God. Your girl was drinking shots and I'm not a drinker. So I guess this reading's going to be very raw and very blunt and upbeat. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonades. Title is quite simple. The reading is a little bit more complex. Welcome, welcome. "2:45 a.m. in the morning," so it is really spiritual tea for me and Sunday for some of you. But for me, it's now Monday morning. We're heading towards 3 a.m. in the morning. 3:33 on the clock. Spirit is calling you. It's time for Sunday spiritual tea, gang. Can you like, subscribe, and share? Say hello. Let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm talking to myself. Allow yourselves to sink into the sound of the bowl. Alexa, put the lights on.
Okay.
I look great today, gang. Thank you. It's your girl D Virgo Tarot 2222, gang. Sunday spiritual tea, but Monday now. Popping up, gang. Pun you. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonades. I speak to some people that have the ability to make something out of nothing. Even the littlest things. There's no money, there's no food. Pink, gang. There's no money, there's no food, but yet you still eat. You're still surviving. So I'm speaking to you. This reading's going to take a little peek into what Spirit sees for you. Because of your ability to be innovative, to make something out of nothing. Thank you, gang. Just coming from a concert, I was out, just came back inside, well, gone. So I thought I'd just keep the clothes on and come out. So let's get the reading underway. Don't want to distract you with my clothing now. Nice nails, gang. You like it? The other ones fell off, but it was supposed to be like that. I'm rubbish in heels, gang. I'm rubbish in heels. I was in flats. I was in flat shoes today. It was a concert, gang. I was in flats. Comfortable. Thank you. Right, let's get into the reading. So, 10 of Wands, gang. The 10 of Wands. It's got so much meanings to me. It just speaks about shalom, gang. Happy Easter to everyone. Sorry about that. Happy Easter. Shalom. 10 of Wands, a lot of burdens. So a lot of relationships that just felt like they were burdens to you. A lot of them, like you was given to these relationships but no wasn't getting back. Can you like, subscribe and share, gang? Thank you. Can you like the video, please? So you've been carrying the weight of other people, their problems, relationships. It's all one way. And Spirit says you've had a lot of problems in your life, problematic relationships, also problematic events, where you've been able to be the one that shoulders all the responsibility here. So you've been the main one where everything falls on your shoulders. You could have been in a relationship. You seem to take the brunt of everything, carrying the weight for two people, more than two people. People depending on you and you having no one to depend upon. So it just feels like I'm talking to these people that have had a lot of problems in their life with problematic relationships. People that took but really didn't give back. Thank you. You've had to make some major decisions in your life, it says. You tried to hold on to these relationships for as long as you could, but they turned out to be too problematic. So I feel like a lot of you are either relinquishing this relationship or these relationships or about to, because you can no longer carry the weight of these people anymore. It's too much for you. It's draining. You're not getting anything out of it, no matter who they are to you. So I feel like you're ready to leave, cut, get rid of these people. It could even be a job. I just feel like you're ready to turn your life around. You're sick of having certain relationships that's stagnant, not going nowhere. So it just speaks to me of you having a lot of problems in your life. And whether it's a person or a thing, you're sick of it. You're sick of it. You're like, Diana, I'm sick of it. I'm ready to change my whole life around, change my friendship group around, change the way that I'm living. So I might start going to gym more. Whatever this is, I'm just doing things different because the way it was before, it's not working for me. And I feel like I'm creating more problems for myself. I'm not really putting myself first. So right now, I'm about to put myself first. I'm making some major decisions to put me first. Because here you're not. Everyone and everything is coming before you. So I feel like it's either happened or it's happening. where there is going to be something or someone that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. It could be the smallest thing in a relationship, in your job, in life itself, where you have a total breakdown, a meltdown, and you're like, I can't take no more of this. Something needs to give. And then you start to think about what needs to give and what needs to go and what needs to change. At first, it's very uncomfortable, so you might fight against it. But the more this becomes burdensome and they keep taking from you and you start to just pour from an empty cup, I feel like you're pushed to turn your life around to make some major changes. And when you do this, you unlock something inside of you and a new path is opened up as well. The Three of Wands says once you come to this part in your life where you're changing things around, you are literally on the road, on the way to a successful outcome. Because this is where you realize that it's the people and the things around you that are keeping you stuck here. It's the fact that you're people pleasing, you're not putting boundaries. Thank you, Phoenix. That you're not saying no more often. That this is happening. Because this is relationships that you're taking on. These are problems that you're taking on. This is a Superman, a Superwoman that tries to be there for everyone, but really is not there for themselves. And something has to give. Something has to give. There comes a point where you have to make a decision in your life, whether to go on the same way and complain about it, because you're complaining now, because it's affecting you, even physically, mentally, you're drained now. So you're having to make these choices between yourself and these people that you love, the job that you love, the friends that you put yourselves around, because they're not giving you nothing back, but they're only taking things. They're putting problems onto you. So I do feel major turnarounds here with that Phoenix moment. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm going to put your name on the check. And the minute that you become aware of what is actually stopping you and keeping you in a certain space and mindset, then you're literally on the right path to your successful outcome, because it will be different from mine, Tamika. And they say, yeah, very successful, girl. Very successful. You're able to make a success out of your life. This is recognitions and rewards at its extreme, but at a micro level, a small level, it's just you being very successful in your life. You don't have to be here for everyone. Now you can start being here for yourself. Start doing that thing you wanted to do and be successful at it. Because before you didn't have the time. You was too busy being there for friends, your mom, your kids, the job. So I just feel like major turnarounds happened here, or are happening in some people's lives. And it just speaks about you being handed a lot of lemons. These are all lemons, whether they're 14 people, the job, because the job could be a lemon. That's the job that you just keep clocking in and clocking out, but you hate going there. It's a burden, but it pays the bills. The friendships that you know, they just always want to put things on you, but when you need them, you can't find them. Same with your family members. So this is where life is wearing you down. And I just feel like something has to give. Something has to give. And for a lot of you, I feel like you make choices to turn your life around. I make the choice to turn my life around because this is becoming too much. Life is giving me too much lemons and I'm going to have to change it. So I feel like someone's really being proactive with the cards that they've been dealt. And the cards that you've been dealt have been hard. 10 of Wands has been a hard life. But I see someone turning their life around. It could also be you, 10 years of addiction, and turning your life around from this addiction, from this relationship. This could be 10 years. you carrying this one relationship that has just wore you dry, ragged. So for everyone, this is something different. For me, this is 10 years of me being there for everyone but myself. And then me having to just really take a long, good, long, hard look at myself and my life and decide to make a change, to step out of my comfortability zone. Because a lot of you, it's about the comfortability, what you know. It's what you know. It's better the devil we know sometimes, right? But you don't know what else is out there. So I see a lot of people deciding to find out what else is out there. Thank you. And this is a major turnaround in your life, because for a lot of you, you're following familiar patterns. Patterns that your family actually followed the same thing. Like your mom didn't leave the same town. Your mom didn't divorce that person. But now you're going to come out of that relationship. Your mom or dad stayed in that job for years. But now you're looking to change your career, total career change. Whatever this is, you're changing things, doing things completely different. You're deciding to make life changes, major ones. This Wheel of Fortune is making a major life change. Like, it's not the same, it's major. And I'm going to be uncomfortable. Literally, the Two of Wands is me making the decision that's going to make me uncomfortable. I don't know where it's taking me. I don't know where it's going. It's the unknown. But I would rather that than what I know. The people that I know. So I'd rather take my risk, my chance with something new. Because all the things that I know hasn't been working out. So I feel like you're ready to take a risk on life now, on new things, because your relationships are pushing you to the edge. To the edge. And it says major turnarounds once you reach this point in your life. Ready to move forward, to make a success by yourself, some of you. Even to relocate. Because see, some of you are relocating, traveling, moving away from family, doing it by yourselves, which is major. Your mom never left that town, that village, that country. But here you are. That's breaking a chain in itself. That's breaking a cycle in itself. The Wheel of Fortune also says no more delays. No more delays. So you could have felt like you was held up. 10 years of just hard labor, hard jobs, menial jobs that didn't pay you much. It says delays in that area of your life is coming to an end. Literally, you've been going through 10 years. That's a whole cycle of hardship, of carrying people, of being there for people and them not being there for you, because they're not here for you here. This is a one-way relationship, and it's more than one. So you've been carrying people. So I feel like it's going to be a reversal, where in this season, you're going to find people that's going to be able to carry you, be there for you. Do all the things that you were doing for other people in your lifetime in this season. It's a complete turnaround here. And it is once you make a decision to change things, to stop being there, stop being a doormat, stop being a yes man, stop being a superwoman and a superman for people that would not be there for you. You haven't been there. To step out of a comfortability zone, an area, a country, a town, a village, and do something different. Because when you do something different, you get a totally different outcome. And it's a successful one. A very successful one. You make a success of yourself. So whoever's doing this or about to do this or have done this, you are on the right track. You are doing the right thing. This is where you're going to thrive and be most successful. Away from those people that are taking you for granted. That just keep on calling you up for all these things. But when you need them, you can't call them. You just can't. Whether you don't feel like you can, or when you do, they make excuses. Whatever it is, it ends up to be the same thing. You're doing it yourself. So not only do you have their problems, you got your own. You're taking on everyone's problems. So I feel like you found a point where you had to say no. set some boundaries, healthy ones, because your mental health starts to get affected. Relationships start to get strained. Because for me, it tells me relationships are very much strained here. Strained. And even when you're broke, they're still calling you. They're still putting things on you. So it wasn't changing unless you changed it. So I see a lot of change happening. It says recognitions and rewards on your way to a lot of success here. So it could be you could be a star. That's the extreme. Or you could just be very successful. Whereas if you stayed where you was, you wouldn't be. You would be a doormat. You would be everyone's helper but yourselves. So it just means that you're on the right track to having your successful outcome. You're where you're meant to be, or you're on your way, because that's on your way to where you're meant to be. Let's put your names on the check, and let's get the rest of the cards. Let's give it to the gum. A lot of people have been handed these lemons and able to turn their life around and make some lemonades out of it, gang. And they are an example to each and every one of us. That even though we get handed lemons as well, we too can turn our life around and make lemonade. We can. We can make something that was meant to be bitter, sweet. We can turn it into something else. Tamika. It's about the vision, right? Tamika. You can accept the hand that you're dealt, but I don't. I'll play the hand that I'm dealt, but I won't accept it. Like I said, yeah, a lot of you with the 10 of Wands just speaks about really good-hearted people that really like to help people. But in doing that, some people take your kindness for weakness. And then you end up just feeling very drained, frustrated, what's the word, resentful in your relationships, taken for granted, unappreciated. And these are the major causes of the end of relationships, because you're just doing you're doing more than what other people are doing. You're there for someone, ride or die, but they're not ride or dying for you. And this is the 10 of Wands, where you come to the end of that. Like, I've had enough. I'm done with it. I've given you enough chances to be there for me, but you've proven that you can't be. You just want to use me for money, for time, for energy, for sex, whatever it is. It's still someone using you. It's a vampire. Someone taking and affecting your energy field. And the minute that you get rid of them, you can create something better for yourselves with the energy that you was wasting on them, on the job, on partying, on smoking too much weed. It could just be an addiction. It could be so much different things for different people. It just feels like you just said enough is enough. It's not doing me no good. It's taken away from me rather than given to me, whether it's the drugs, because that's what we can do after a while. Drink, people, or the job. You're making major life decisions to turn everything around. That's taking a job and going into a career. Coming from a career and going into a job. Whatever this is, going from married to being single. You're doing major life changes. And it is for the better because it's not working for you. You're setting healthy boundaries. Even the word no is creating problems in your relationships once you say it. Because the 10 of Wands hardly says no. It's once he gets to the 10, he starts to say no, no, set boundaries, and it creates problems. And I just feel like in this 10 of Wands, like he's broke. He's going through a rough period himself. But yet, still, there's still problems on his back. So people are willing to still keep putting problems on you, even when you're going through something. They'll bypass your problems and think their problems are more than yours and still call you up, still think that you should be there for them, when you can hardly be there for yourself. You can hardly be there for yourself. You're struggling. But they're still expecting you to be there for them. Mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever this is. So making major life decisions to put yourself first, your mental health first, even your career first. Because I feel like for some of you, you're in a relationship or was where someone just put a lot of problems on you. You was carrying them the whole time. You're masculine, you're feminine. Probably a codependent relationship had you doing everything. You felt frustrated, unappreciated, but really because you didn't set healthy boundaries. It's called enabling. Probably fear of abandonment. Repeating the toxic cycle. So I just feel like some of you was in this cycle and chose to end it, or you're going to choose to end it because it's not working for you. It's not working for you. Person's taking more than they're giving to you. And it says you can do battle by yourself. Like you can literally do battle by yourself. If you're carrying someone so much, then that means you can do bad or even better by yourself. You could do much better by yourself, gang. Literally, they're taking the energy that you have and you're worse off. You're worse off because you're carrying them. So I feel like some of you took up someone that created more problems than they were worth. More problems than they were worth. And for some of you, you're single parents. Single parents, you've been stranded with the kids. So you've been going through a cycle of period of having to carry everything, the bills, the kids, all of everything, the appointments. So it's been a period of where you haven't had no one to lean on, and friends and family are still leaning on you. You're probably the strong one of your siblings. So even though you might have your kids, they're still putting things on you. Feel like you're having enough as well with your children. It does speak about mothers and fathers having enough of children, putting too much burdens on them, taking some of the burdens off my shoulders, tidying up, paying some bills, things like this. So a mother might or a father might just make major life changes to just go and travel around the world, put herself or himself first because they've been putting the family first this whole time and just feeling like it's my time now. I'm going to go and see the world. I'm going to go make something of myself. I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to start a business, whatever this is. I've done the dad thing. I've done the mummy thing for 10 years, however long this is. I just feel like mothers and fathers have had enough as well. Too much been put on them. Not enough help. Deciding to put yourself first a bit as well. So probably your children are a bit grown up as well. But you've also been carrying other people as well. So the partners, family members, and some of your friends. Having to keep up these relationships. If you don't call them, they might not even call you. So I feel like you're making major to cut people off. You're really cutting people off because you're realizing you're carrying people, but no one's not carrying you. No one's really got you. So let's get into that reading where people are just turning everything around, changing their friendship groups, their relationships, even their jobs to a career. They've had enough of the boss telling them what to do. Wow, these cards dropped on the floor. Vision. You're trusting in your ability to create the vision that's in your soul. So yes, a lot of you are actually trusting that you can actually make a success by yourself. You're trusting in the vision that you have. So you're a visionary. You've got ideas of your own. So a lot of you are starting up your own business. You are. Spirit just spat it on the floor. Says you are. You said, Diana, I've had enough of clocking in, clocking out. Anyone telling me what to do. I don't want no one to be the boss of me. So you're at least dabbling a little bit in this entrepreneurship somehow, some of you here. Whether you're an artist or a content creator, whatever you are, you're trying something, it says. Meditation. You are connecting to source through meditation. So I see some of you have started meditating, praying the same thing. Advancements. There is a strong energy which is propelling you forward, the full moon. So just follow the stirrings of your heart. So there's a force that is very much invisible but very much present, gang, propelling you forward at this time. So you can make major advancements, quantum leaps at this time, as there is a force that is propelling you forward. Strength, you are being guided by the cosmos. So stay strong because a positive outcome is assured. Spirit is speaking. Reflection. You've been seeing all aspects of yourselves through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So you've been seeing yourself. You've been doing the shadow work, gang. That's amazing. You've been taking accountability. And because you've been doing all of this inner work, which is amazing, fruition, rest assured, your dreams and those visions of yours will, not can, will come to fruition. Spirit spat those on the floor. Spat it on the floor, gang. So let's get the reading. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. 3223, as above, so it will be below. Okie dokie. Oh my God. And again. And again and again. 1 second. Intuition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. And what did they say? Trust your intuition. Spirit. You love the pink, gang, gang. Thank you. Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life that is all around you. And gang, show them the cards. Right. Don't spit no more out. Spirit, don't spit no more out. Let's get into the reading. Let's get into it. So you've been handed lemons. And it says you have the ability to make lemonades out of it. It just depends on the way that you see it, okay? You could see it as a lemon, or you could see it as something that could be turned into lemonades. This is the message. Tasha. It's about the visionary, gang. I'm speaking to visionaries. People that have vision, that have a vision, that are able to see beyond the circumstance. So I could give you a lemon, and you could make a whole business out of it if I gave you lemons. So no matter what I give to you, you can actually turn it into a positive. This is the ability that you have. You could have flour, just flour in your cupboards, but you'll still make some dumplings though. You'll still make something to eat though. You'll find something to eat out of it. Like you literally can make something out of literally nothing. Tasha. And that skill will not be wasted. It will not be wasted. There was a reason why you was put on your ass and you went through that poverty streak where you had to make something out of nothing. It's a skill. It's a skill that not everyone has. Tasha. Irene. Life has been training you to make lemonade out of lemons. And not everyone has the ability to do that. Irene. They will see a lemon as a lemon. Well, go on. Right, let's get into the reading. I was kind of confused when they gave me this title, but then I understood it. I understood it because they want to give you just the smallest of examples, because everyone thinks in the major. So let's think in the minor, in the macro, in the micro. So the smallest, so someone with a lemonade stand, it was made out of lemons. They could have just saw it as lemons, but no, they turned it into a whole business. And that person who's got that lemonade bottle, they're a millionaire right now because they had a vision. And this is what I'm talking about, having a vision. That you could just take the cards and turn it into a whole business. You could take what's in your mind and turn it into a whole business. What's in your voice, the song, the words, what's in your flow, because you can flow, whatever it is. So turning your lemons into lemonades, because life has handed you a lot of lemons. You've had a lot of test runs here, a lot of them. Now you have a certain set of keys, which are gifts, that you can now turn into lemonade, into your millionaire business. You just got to figure out what it is. We all have it though. We all have it. And people like to think of all the big things. But if you just think about a lemon, someone made a pin, but they're a millionaire. You got something on the inside of you. You was handed something that you thought was worth less. But if you look at it the right way, it can actually make you a lot of money. A fire starter, a trailblazer. That is who I'm speaking to. Someone who is going to blaze a trail, be the first one to create, to do something. You did it. There we go. You're going to take something and reinvent it. It could be something people are doing already, but when you do it, it's new. Because of the way that you do it. The way that you tell it, sing it, present it. I see someone who is full of passion. Because life has handed you so much lemons. This just speaks about anger, frustration, all of these emotions, that Mars energy, Aries energy. But you transmuted it, gang. And it's literally the fall that is driving you to blaze this trail, to be different, to stand out. It's like this person to me, she has been through so much. She's been scorned. Because she's like the Scarlet Woman to me. Call her the prostitute. So they call her a whore, a harlot. All these derogative names. So all of this emotions that she has, because she's come from the wrong side of the tracks here, to become that very thing. She's gone through sexual abuse, domestic violence, rape, could have been prostitution, all of these things. And people feel like her story could never change, or his story as a drug dealer, whatever it is, could never change. But they don't know that this person has enough inside of them to turn it all around. Exactly, that tiny mustard seed of faith to turn it all around. And that anger that they used to destroy themselves, they can actually use to drive themselves to success. It's a transmutable energy, gang. So it can be used to destroy you, because this fire can consume you. And that's how the anger consumes you and makes you become stagnant. Or it can literally be the force, that propelling force, to drive you to success. Because you say, I ain't going to be broke no more. I ain't going to be called hoe no more. I'm not going to be on the pole no more. I'm not going to be raped no more. I'm not going to go to the food bank like me no more. All these things are the things that drive each and every one of us to not go back to having those lemons put in our hands again. Because I swear we've all had those lemon moments where we say we're not going to have to happen again. And this is what's driving her. This emotion is pure anger, rage, frustration, which is transmutable. So when you're trying to act like you don't have these emotions, you should be using them. to drive you, not to stop you, not to consume you, so you can't think and you become stagnant and stuck. It's supposed to drive you, get you angry enough to want to turn things around in your life and become the GOAT that you know you're supposed to be. Because she knows she's supposed to be the GOAT. But life had to get her angry enough because she was too comfortable. And when you become too comfortable, you could become comfortable in mess. Because mess is what you've known. So life has got to do things with people, situations, and get you that much angry enough for you to want to change. Yourself, the relationships, your whole life in general. For someone to become successful, I really do believe that it takes for you to become driven enough, passionate enough, angry enough, because you don't want to go back to where you've been. So there's a driving force, and it is like a fire that just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. It's no longer anger, it becomes passion. It's where that pain turns into passion. A fire has now been lit underneath you, and it cannot be outed. So I do feel that some of you are here to shake some things up. I feel like your life has handed you so much lemons, you've got a lot of lessons to teach to people. These were all teaching tools or lessons that were being taught for you to teach. So for that person that had all that 10 of Wands on their back, they have a lot of stories to tell, a lot of books to write. A lot of advice to give of how not to do something that way. Because obviously 10 of Wands says you could have done things differently in hindsight. So hindsight means you can teach it to someone else because you can't change it for yourself. So I really do feel like some people are really becoming very passionate about something. You're willing to stand out now, to be seen, to be heard, to start your own business, to take risks. Let's get into it. What do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Not much in this deck, but I've got another deck that I pulled out today because I was a bit iffy about this one today. What do you need to know? Let's get that one. Moving away from the bullshit. It says a well-earned success on the cards, but really it just means on your way to success, moving in the right direction, positive movements forward. So whether you are making positive movements forward or you're about to, because some of you are about to make life changes, major ones. Impeccable timing. So it might mean relocating. For some of you, relocating with your children, starting somewhere fresh. Across state, across country, a different village, a different town, but it does speak about across the water. So it could be overseas, it could be traveling here. So some of you, you're not going to be successful where you live. That's not what's going to happen. Further afield, you'll be successful across the waters, across state, in other countries. Some of you have been called to move, to relocate for your careers. Because where you live is not it. It's not it. There's no opportunities there for you. I feel like someone needs to move. You're going to be very successful when you do. You've been called to travel, to relocate to a major city like New York, Atlanta, like major cities like the city points. And this is a spirit message, so you've had it before. You're the person having to make a decision now. I see single mother having to relocate as well with your children or your child. You're being called to move. What do you need to know? Definitely single mother is being called to move, to relocate for her career. You're going to be very successful when you move. And it is across the waters, across the state lines. You're going to be a friggin' star, bruv. You're going to be a star and you're going to find love. You're going to find your new person and you're going to be very successful, gang. And this is your North Node. This is the North Node. So your future husband, your future wife is there. Oh my God. Someone's future husband and wife is across the waters, across state. You've been called to travel here. Your person is there. And also someone's going to be a star. Someone is going to be a star here. Music, artist. You've been called to travel. And Spirit has been telling you this. So if you want to be that star that you want to be there, that rising star, and you are a trailblazer, I think your music's a bit different from everyone else's. You need to move. And for that divine masculine and feminine, then most definitely, they're waiting for you there. They're waiting for you there. They will love your children, your child, if you've got them. Because that person has a child. So this person will accept your child here. What did LMA say? I need somebody loves me naked. They'll love you naked, gang. They'll love you naked. Someone who'll never ask for love, but knows how to take it. Rindell, are you that somebody who see the walls and break it? Yes, they are. They're ready to find out what your flaws are, gang. Someone's ready for you. Intuitive Asia. I was thinking about you, gang. I was thinking about you. Yeah, someone's been called to move. They're going to love you naked, gang. Is that the alcohol? Naked, gang. The light's on. What do you need to know? Oh, I like that one. Fruition. Your manifestations, confirmation, gang. So you have the ability, gang. It says you have all what you need. This is all the tools. You have all the tools that you need. There's nothing else. There's no one else that you need. So you've been told to do a certain set of things. And you have everything that you need to manifest the future that you want. So the Two of Wands, what are you waiting for? It's time to get uncomfortable. Make some major decisions. And the Three of Wands, to move towards it. Move towards it. I do see the devil lurking. He didn't come out in the shuffle, but I see him. So I do see some of you are holding back here. That is your comfortability zone, gang. That is your fears. That's the fears of what if I don't have enough money, but the kids, but this, but that. It's always going to be a but. It's never going to be a perfect time. But if you really want to have a different outcome, You have to do something different, it says. And it does take risks right now. Trust in God, the universe. Is that you? That's also me sometimes. But just like this Taurus energy, you have the ability to make yourself a successful, gang. I don't care what you do. Taurus energy says you're going to have a stable life if you attempt this. Taurus says you're going to have a stability. I told you your teachers here. So your life has taught you enough, given you enough lemons. And lemons to me are lessons that now you're able to teach. There's gifts that you have. And this tells me that it's time to what? Unlock them. To unlock those gifts of yours. Unlock them, unpack them. Because you have a certain set amount of gifts. And the 10 of Wands, you've been taking on more than you had to. Like literally, what's that motto? Not work harder, but work smarter. Some of you have been working too hard when you should be working smarter. Shorter hours, more money. You've been working longer hours, less money. That's not smart. It's not smart. And you've got gifts, but you're not trusting those gifts, that devil energy. They want you to work smart. Shorter hours, more money. Because you have the gifts. You have the ability to take lemons and turn it into lemonades. And once you can do this, you can apply it to any part of your life. That's the visionary. The same thing you do at home, you take it into the workplace, into your careers. Be willing to relocate and be flexible when and as needed. Because some of you are going to be called or are being called to move here. And it might be at short notice. It might be short notice here. But literally, a lot of success. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Even someone becoming a star. So you might have to pack up and move very quickly. And be around strangers here. While you get to know the area, the people. But this is the way forward for someone here, for some people here. Taurus season. And as we go into Taurus season, it really is about pushing through, perseverance. It's where the student can now become the teacher. And that is Taurus energy. So a lot of you are going to be utilizing your gifts here. I do see you having your own business, having your own clients here, bringing in a stable income, finding stable communities here. So I do see relocation going quite smoothly here. You getting settled in very well. You finding your feet with the Taurus energy. And this is not even a job. This is a career path. You literally finding your voice and finding your feet. Becoming very powerful. So a lot of you don't hold no influence where you live. But the minute that you move into a new community, a new area, a new town, a new country, a new state, you become powerful and influential amongst those people. Very much so. Become highly respected. A highly respected member of the community. So you be coming from one place where no one doesn't know you, respect you, and going to another where everyone respects you and comes to you for advice, whether it's paid or free advice. So I see a complete turnaround, because before you felt like you was a 10 of Wands. Now, People are giving you your accolades. Giving you the respect that you deserve. They're putting respect on your name. So I feel like you're being called to the right set of people, to your set of people. Some of you are not around your people. You're just not. And that is why you're having these unhealthy outcomes. Very unhealthy outcomes. And you're being called to move, to relocate, to stop questioning the why, the how, the all these things, and move. And understand that when you move, doors will be opened up for you, pathways will become clear. But it's not until you start to move. Seriously. I literally see a lot of respect for someone in another place. And they're coming from somewhere where someone called them a prostitute and a hoe. And when you get here, you're respected. Trailblazers. So it's asking for someone to just really do it. This is what I'm seeing with the Aries energy. They want someone to just do it. To really just go and blaze the trail. To really go after their dreams. Don't hold back is what I feel like. Don't hold back. Just go after it. Go after it with everything that you have. I just feel like this force. And it is part of your emotions that's being transmuted here. That is pushing, that is a driving force that's going to propel you here. It's propelling you here. That's why the horse has to rear up first before it just launches forward. You're going to be propelled forward here. The energy is kind of crazy. So I really do feel like someone is going to be very well noticed, very well known. This is someone just blazing a trail. Someone who's hot on the circuit, hot on the scene. My crown chakra. Because what I get from all of this here is just really a phoenix moment. Like, I just feel phoenix moments. Like, my crown is going off, so I know I'm right. Like, literally, this is a reinvention of self. I could have been a prostitute in my other life. But in this life, in this season, I'm totally different. I'm reinventing myself. I'm changing everything about myself. Career, personal. I just feel like someone's reinventing themselves. They're becoming something different. They're becoming very driven, very focused, very intentional, very purposeful. To me, you know you've got the tools and you're using them. You know you've got the tools and you are using them. Like, I'm using them. I'm manifesting. And Taurus energy tells me that I've learnt my lessons. And now I think I'm able to move beyond them and able to help other people. So I just feel like you've progressed. You've really progressed. And these are achievements that you've made, advancements in yourselves. You've learned, this is learning major lessons, milestones, and now you're able to teach others the things that you've learned throughout your life. Even teach them skills, because you might have a certain set of skill set. Some of you are waiting for a divine masculine or feminine, but you won't find them until you move. Like, literally, you have to relocate. Relocate. Your masculine, your feminine is nowhere near where you live. They're across the waters. So it's either they come towards you or you go towards them. But I see a lot of you traveling towards them, relocating. And someone is going to be a star in music, a star of the arts, could be on the telly, could be social media. You could have Taurus in your chart here. There's heavy on a Taurus. Aries as well. Picking up heavy on the Taurus and the Aries here. Heavy, heavy. And it could be the season that we're in, because we are in the middle of the cusp. So we are coming towards Aries and Taurus season together. It could explain it, but it could just be you as well. Yeah, man. This is the season where you lot are going to be building a lot of businesses and being very successful at it. Can you see it? Successful entrepreneurship, gang. I told you, you're taking lemons and you're making lemonades. Literally. This time last year, some of you were broke, the brokest you've ever been. And this year, you're actually building something. And you're going to be successful, gang. Spirit says you've taken your life and turned it around. Turned it around. For some of you, this is going to be your story. You're broke now. And you have the ability to take your brokenness and turn it into a miracle, gang. I'm telling you, turn your life around. Build this business. I see it being built up. I see investors coming to invest in your business as well. 3 of Pentacles. Spirit speaking. It's a nice mellow reading, gang. Very nice and mellow today. Taking those lemons and making lemonades. The 5 of Pentacles is when you're going through the worst financial hardship. And someone coming out the other side and saying, I'm not going to be broke no more. So this is me at the food bank with my kids 2 years ago. And I said, I'm never going back here again. And I started to build a small business. And people started to watch and invest in me. And this is some of you lot's story and will be your story. Taking lemons and making lemonades. As small as they are. You turn it into something big, substantial. This is what it is. Because of the vision that you have that others didn't see or refused to see. The minute you cut loose of those 10 of Wands relationships, you were able to follow those dreams. Take yourself out of poverty. Find a way. Find the gift inside of yourselves. Because when you're in that 10 of Wands energy, you can't see any gifts inside of yourselves. Because you're too busy giving to other people and situations. But the minute you cut some of those things loose out of your life, you can start to see yourself. Because there's no obstacles in the way. Libra land. 10, 10. Exactly, 10 of Wands. That's where you have enough. That's where I start to say no now. I think you're taking my kindness for weakness. No, I can't babysit. No, I can't pick up. What time is it? 1 hour. Let's change the deck. Let's change the deck. It came again. So 9 of Swords. A lot of you worry too much. A lot of you spend a lot of time worrying here over things that you cannot change. A lot of you have been worrying over money. Do you know what I can see? I see a single mother, a single father. It doesn't have to be, could just be a person, to be honest, who has just been worrying over money constantly to the point that they get up and do something about it. They become their own knight in shining armor and they save themselves. Literally. Because no one comes to save you. No one gets you out of this rut. So you've been going through it, worrying about how you're going to get money for these bills and that bill and that house and that rent. And then you realize you got to get up and save yourself, as this knight does. So I feel like someone just really just decides to get up here because nothing's changed and you've been spending too much time worrying about how you're going to do this and how you're going to do that. Exactly. Very overwhelmed, right? Especially when they start coming in. So it speaks about worrying over financial things. And it's been going on for a while. When I see this card, it tells me you don't have no one to go to. The Five of Pentacles, you don't have no one to ask for the money. But yet the Ten of Wands, here you are, helping everyone out. So where's all these people now? Where are they? Where are they? You helped them out. You carried them and they were broke. So where are they now when you're broke? So I believe you're learning valuable lessons in these seasons because they're seasons. Like the people that you carried here didn't carry you here. You couldn't knock their door here. You're like Jesus, like Mary. There's no room at the inn for you here. You're homeless. But you carried all of these people here. But when it was your time to get somewhere to sleep, to get some money to borrow, to lend, there was no room at the inn for you. So it said you've been learning valuable lessons here and learning that no one's going to save you but yourself. Me, myself, and I, that's what I've got in the end. This is what you found out. And it was a long time, some of you, to learn this lesson, it says, with this knight. A harsh one, but one that needs to be learned. You were giving people your last money, clothes off your back. But when you needed it, you didn't receive it. So I see a lot of you worrying about money by yourself, having no one to talk to. Suffering in silence, the Nine of Swords. So you're suffering in silence about your money problems. You don't even want to talk to people about it because you don't have people you can talk to about it. You don't want to be a burden to people, but people were a burden to you. How is that? So you feel like you don't want to be a burden to people about your problems, but yet they were burdens to you. So they make you feel like you can't. So you just stay there and worry about it by yourself. Me, myself, and I. Mental health problems, because you ain't got no one to share it with. But yet everyone was putting it on you, though. Putting it on you, putting it on you. And I feel like you had enough. It started to affect your mental health. This is the point where you got to say no now. I can't do it now. Maybe we got to split up now. It starts to affect your mental. Where you feel like you can do bad or better all by yourself. So I just feel like a lot of you are being pushed here. You might already be there. Some of you are being pushed there right now. Just whoever it is, doesn't have to be a man or woman. Could be your grown-ass kids. It could be your mother, father. Yep. Feel like you're getting ready to cut some people off here. And for some of you, it's your mother. Some of you, it's that mother of yours. It's them children of yours. So mothers and children are being highlighted. I see amazing new opportunities coming towards you here. Amazing. Someone is going to be presented with a really, really lucrative opportunity. Oh, it is going to make you wealthy. It is going to make you wealthy, gang, gang. Literally. Someone is going to be presented with this. I can't tell you when, but Spirit says this is coming. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity, a financial one. Literally. So I really think in line with the reading, someone is going to turn their whole life around and become a very successful person. There's a major opportunity being presented to them. Told you, stop asking how and when. The universe always provides. That's what it says. The universe always provides the money that you need when you need it. So when you've been called or guided to move, to relocate, to change something, your life, situations, do it. And stop worrying about all the other things. Because it's the universe that provides these successful outcomes for you. You just follow the path that's already been set. The reason why we fail is because we're trying to create our own paths when one's already created for us. Once we align with the path that's already set out for us, gang, there's nothing but successful outcomes. It's the point that we're resisting it is the problem. It's uncomfortable is the problem. But this says to trust the universe, and then doors are going to open for you, new ones. You don't have to worry about how the money comes. The money just comes, gang. It happens to me. It just comes. I just go where I'm guided, and paths open and doors open here. And my bills get paid. And with the Emperor just tells me about you being very well established. Whether it's wealthy or wherever you place your feet, you own it, you dominate it. Whatever industry. Because it could be an industry you go into and you just dominate that. So I see a very dominant person, and you're going to be in a very powerful position, gang. So this is, to me, is an upgrade in your career. So if you're in a job, you're literally going to get a promotion into management. This is management, CEO. But this is a person that owns their business and now has to hire people because their business has grown so big. They're very wealthy, gang. They're making a lot of money. And they don't have to work no more. They have workers doing that. So they got people on the payroll. They're sitting here looking pretty now. Because they took the lemons that life gave them and they made lemonades. This person came from nothing. It was the whole. It was a prostitute swinging on a pole, remember? That's who she was. But you don't recognize her now. Because she turned her life around. She took the lemons and she made lemonades. She took the rocks and the stones that people threw at her when they called her names and built herself a mansion. So you also have the ability, gang, to take the lemons that you've been handed in your lives and make some lemonades. Whatever your lemonade's going to be. Your lemonade could be a song. Could be anything. Take those rocks, because you know you got a lot of rocks and stones. Bricks and bones sticks and stones will break your bones. Yeah, they will. And they've been throwing them. Collect them. And build yourself that mansion. As the Emperor, that's what you live in. You live in an estate. You live in a castle. So all the stones that they're throwing, nothing's going to be wasted. It's all part and parcel of your castle. Use it to build that castle of yours. Use those lemons to make lemonades, gang. Nothing in your life should be wasted. It's all recyclable. I see major opportunities ahead for some of you. The ones that have the ability to see beyond the circumstance and turn lemon into lemonades. You have no idea what life has in store for you. Continue to listen to your intuition, because it is opening up major opportunities for you here. For you to sit around people that are very powerful, I see you sitting around these people. I literally want to say your name is changing. Like, that's how much change is happening here. You're not the same person. The beginning of your journey, you started off as one thing, probably ridiculed. Life was handing you lemons, right? But it says the turnaround happened and you unlock something inside of you. And from that point on, you couldn't be stopped. You can't be stopped. So from the minute that that thing gets unlocked inside of you, there's nothing that can stop you. Do you know that? The devil energy says only you can do that. Only you can do that. Nothing and no one can stop you. Let me put your name on the check. My ears is buzzing. I want to say something, but Spirit says don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. So, born solar eclipse. And we're coming into an eclipse, right? There's an eclipse coming up. Powerful time, gang. Powerful time. Born solar eclipse 76. Because I said something else last time. It's the energy, Yamila. It's the energy. But there's an evening out. There's a balancing. This year is all about balance. Balance, gang. Like, it's just a great reset. Balance is happening. Look at that. Balance. Balance, gang. So I really do feel like, because she's Mother Gaia as well, the earth is trying to find balance here. There's a reset happening here. And you can feel it happening. The Bible did say this is where the last can come first. Shifts are happening. There was an imbalance. You're going to start to see things balancing out in your life, because you'll see that you've had so much misfortune. And now you're going to see things even out for you. The people that you saw just had so much good luck, good things happen. Not wishing no downfall on them, but their season's going to also change. There's shifting happening. It says harmonious change. It says this is a period of harmonious change. So there's a lot of balance. A lot of inner peace, which will reflect externally in your world. Because I feel like you've made a change internally. You set some internal and external boundaries. And in doing this, gang, you've literally birthed yourself a whole new season here. Because the seasons change as you change. You change your seasons. So I see a shifting happening, as you refuse to be a doormat to certain people anymore, to be at people's beck and call, to allow your kindness to be taken for weakness. I feel like you had a lot of vampires around you. I feel like you had a lot of vampires around you here, sucking your energy as an empress. And as an empress, they were stopping you from giving birth. Literally stopping you from giving birth. Because you was too busy nurturing these energies. Because as an empress, you're very nurturing. You could be a man or a woman. You're just very nurturing, very giving, very loving. And this is why you was here doing all these things. And it's taking your kindness for weakness. Also with that mother figure or your children as well, finding a balance in your relationships. Because there's imbalances. It's too much one way. You're giving and they're taking. So Spirit is calling for balance. The 9 of Wands, exactly. Because like I said, problematic relationships. And some of them you will have to come out of. You will literally have to let go of some of them. There's no way out of it other than to let go of some of these relationships. They're just too problematic. They're never going to change. And it does speak about them just taking away your strength, your energy, your time that could be used towards your goals, your family, yourself. See, I just feel like you tried to save people that was unsavable. You stayed in jobs that weren't going nowhere, that really just wore your spirit down and created imbalances internally here. And until you had enough, got angry enough, whatever it was, nothing changed. So only you could make a change here. No one else could make this change. Because literally the job's still going to be there. People are still going to keep coming back because they can keep taking from you. So you were the one to put a stop to it. The 10 of Wands, you have to stop it. The Ace of Swords, maybe even cut people off. Cut people out your life. High Priestess. So following your intuition, gang, and sometimes having to cut people out of your life so you can be free. So you can be free, gang, to chase after your dreams. So I feel like you started to choose you here. Went through radical rebirths with this Fool's card. Started to change. And started to see people for who they were. See the job for what it was. The world for what it is. Because the High Priestess sees things for what they are. So I just believe that you went through this rebirth here. And once you went through this, you couldn't change back. You couldn't. You were forced to make major changes and cut people out of your life to tell them the truth, whether they wanted to hear it or not. Take accountability of the truth for yourself. And to cut out the parts of your life that weren't serving you too. Because this is you facing truth, whether it's yours or other people's. So you can begin a new journey here. Told you, you're starting again. You're not the same. That if I spoke to people that knew you in the past, they would tell me about someone that's not you now. You've changed. This is a totally new person. They've gone through a total rebirth here. drastic changing. Someone's cut the hair off. They've just changed. They've dressed. The people they hang around. Someone's by themselves with their dog, their animals. Cut everyone off. Your intuition told you to cut everyone off. Literally, someone cut everyone off, and it's by themselves. And yes, some of you have been called to start a new spiritual journey here. Don't be scared to do it, gang. Most of us here have done it. We're on our fool's journey. And we love it here. We love it here. The Eight of Wands is that propelling energy that is pushing you forward with the Knight of Swords. Some of you are going to get some communication coming in here. I do see relocations coming in, a new opportunity being presented to you, and you having to make a quick decision, literally on the spot. You cut your hair. Oh, shit, dude. Spirit said you're going to have to be able to make quick decisions and move very fast. Literally. I literally see someone having to relocate, move, travel. Something's going to be presented to you. And you're going to have to move quickly on it. Move quickly. Respond. Maybe even just respond quickly here. And it's going to lead to even more opportunities, gang. It's going to lead to more opportunities here. So I feel like one thing is going to lead to a lot more. So there's going to be one thing presented to you that's going to open the door to a lot more. Like you're going to be sport for choice after this. Let's cut the deck. The Knight of Cups, wish fulfillments, and the Five of Swords. Someone's going to get married. Someone's going to get married here. But I feel like either your ex or their ex is going to make trouble. He's going to show up and try to make some trouble here. So you're going to find your wish fulfillment, your masculine, your feminine, and then someone's toxic ex is going to show up and try to sabotage it. But Spirit says, if you two stay on the same page, you are strong enough to defeat this person. All right, so you're going to find a masculine or feminine coming in here very soon. It's everything you wanted and more. But here comes this toxic ex here, trying to sabotage it, whether it's yours or theirs. Spirit says you lot can stand the test of time, but you got to stand together here. You got to stand together. This has to be together. I hear strength in the numbers. Someone's trying to split you up. So there's going to be someone coming to split you up, and you two, the strength together. So when you find this person, expect for your relationship to get tested, either with their ex or your ex. All right? Stand firm, stand strong. This is your feminine, this is your masculine, gang. All right, stand strong here. A lot of financial growth for someone, though. I do see an entrepreneur making a lot of financial money. Making a lot of money, gang. So I really do see someone making a success of her life, his life. Doesn't matter whether you're a her or him. Today, I'm so drawn to single mothers, though. I don't know why. There's some, because it says maternal. So it's something maternal about her. So I think some of you are really single mothers, and it says you are going to be very successful. Don't worry about it. And plus, you're going to find your masculine or your feminine, whatever one you want. So I told you you're getting married. Didn't I tell you that? And someone is making a lot of money. It's also about taking those vows as well. As you see the scales. But someone is getting a lot of clients here. She's gotten a lot of clients. A lot of clients. Two-way abundance. Very successful. And also finding love. He or she. So there's love and there's money here today, gang. There's a lot of financial stability here. This love tells me it's going to come in by August. Some of you are going to find this masculine, feminine by August. By now and August. You're going to meet them. Literally the 8 of Wands. This person's coming in. And I feel like it's unexpected. And that person that you split up with is going to try to come back here. And try to offer you love too. Some of you are going to have 2 people. The ex and the next coming in. Big confusion. There might also be an argument here. Because I says that it could get a little bit rocky with the ex. I'm not going to lie. I'm just looking at the cards. Because the Tower moment with this person that you've ended a relationship with, this person's going to come in and try to sabotage it. And a bit of explosive moments with them as well. So arguments. Could try to create some type of fights. So be very aware of your toxic ex, some of you. Coming up from the dead. Look at them resurrecting from the dead to come and cause problems. Unexpected pop-ups. So someone coming back from the dead here. Literally from the dead. You ain't seen them in a minute. Last time you saw them, you was kicking them out the house. Or you was the one leaving. Is it? So be careful. Because someone's trying to come back from the dead. And we are going into retrograde. So people do come back from the dead. Alright? So retrograde is bringing someone back. The exes, gang. The exes. And coming with problems, bro. Look at this energy. The Tower energy. All guised up with love. With love. But look what it is, though. Problems. Love doesn't come with problems. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Heavy on the Cancer and the Scorpio energy here. Someone's trying to come in here. Drive to your house by car. Very emotional. Cancer in their chart. Very emotional, gang. Ready to blow some shit up. Be careful here. Retrograde is bringing someone back. And I feel like if they don't hear what they want to hear, because they're coming with the love talk, it becomes very explosive. So yeah, there's that. The Queen of Pentacles, 2 messages. Someone's coming into a lot of money. She is the entrepreneur, the queen of the markets, the queen of someone who's innovative. Doesn't work for anyone. She works for herself. So it's whether you're a guy or a girl, doesn't matter. You have your own business. You have your own products. You are going to be very successful. They call you the GOAT. This card says you are the GOAT. You are reinventing yourself and becoming very successful at it. I also see pregnancies. So I see someone becoming a mother. Very nurturing energy. Someone's going to become a mother here. So I see by September, you're going to hear some news about some pregnancy here. So either you're going to have the baby or you're going to hear that you're pregnant by September. There's pregnancies here. And the King of Swords. I like this card because the King of Swords tells me that literally you are being guided, spiritually guided here. Can you see? The cherubims are drawing him along. So he's literally being guided, and it's intuitively. That's why his halo is around his head. Intuitively, you are receiving messages. You are being guided. You are being pulled. You are being pulled. You are being nudged. I punched you. Being nudged. So I feel like you channel. Some of you are able to channel because to me it's highlighting the fact that you can channel your crown chakra. Both of it. Both of them. You're able to channel. The King of Swords says that you have the ancestors guiding you here. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them up there? Can you see them? They guide you, gang. You have ancestors guiding you, speaking to you all the time. All the time. A lot of you are being guided to use your voice. This is going to be the way that you make your money. Literally, because they have pentacles down there. They have money down there as well. Someone's being pushed here to open up their throat chakra. Because this is going to be how you use, this is your business, your voice, your throat. So either you sing, you speak. But I just hear influencer, major influencer here. And someone is going to become a major influencer very fast. This is a propelling energy where you're going to be propelled, pushed. Can you hear that? Foxes. Foxes are screaming. Confirming the reading. And on the foxes, on my spirit totem card, the foxes, what did they say? What was that fox message again? They're screaming out there. Let's find the fox. Think on your feet. Remember, I told you you're going to have to think on your feet. Like sudden split decisions and things like that. It says your life has prepared you for this, though. There's been a lot of unexpected things happened in your life. So you have the ability to think on your feet with the fox spirit. You can hear them screaming in the background. So now we're going to change the deck because we're over an hour. I only wanted to be here for an hour. And we're past an hour with one deck. Because Spirit just drove me to use it. And I didn't really come to use this deck. But it's okay. It's okay. That's not the deck that I wanted to use. But that's the one they wanted me to. What do you need to know? Sorry I can't read your things today. Just need to get this out. Dove spirit. So the dove is bringing in peace into your life. There's a lot of peace, balance, inner peace being restored. So coming into this season here, expect a lot of peace. Peaceful outcomes. Peaceful events. Even peaceful people coming into your life. Don't want no war. Don't want no problems. Squirrel spirits asking for you to believe in yourselves. That belief in self is very important, as we have a tendency to question ourselves all the time. And that causes a lot of inner conflict. What do you need to know? Hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Let spirit be your guide. 32, through these major changes. Allow spirit to be your guide. Can see further than you. Further ahead than you, gang. So allow spirit to be your guide in this season. Armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries for yourself. Turning lemons into lemonades, gang. It's a process. Groundhog spirit. It's time to let go. Because groundhog to me reminds me of that film, right? Where he kept doing the same thing every day. He woke up in the same day. Every day. That's you. Clocking up, clocking in, clocking out. Clocking in, clocking out. Just doing the same mundane, repetitive things. It's time to let go. It's time for change. Time to let go again. I feel like you're stuck in a cycle. And you just got to stop. Disrupt a pattern. Dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Let go of the need to be right. It's like whatever in it. Whatever you believe is whatever you believe. Sometimes you get caught up with just having to prove yourself to people. Don't be bothered with that. This and that are true, they said. Let go of it. Time to let go of the need to be right, to prove yourselves all these things. And what spirit just says sometimes life does sting. Life is not always kind. Life does sting. It's all part of a cycle. And the frog spirit, clear out your clutter in the mind and in your house, in your car, in your office. Clear it out. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Your mind is a powerful tool, gang. It's one of the biggest tools you'll ever have. It's time for you to master it and use it wisely. And stop allowing your mind to use you. Because the government has been using your mind to stop you. Now it's time for you to take control of that mind. It's the biggest tool that you have in your toolbox to date is the mind. And once you can master that mind of yours, you're closer to your dreams than you ever think you have. You're closer to your dreams than you think you are. My words are getting mixed, but that happens with the full moon. When the full moon comes along, my words start to get muddled, gang. Very much so. And also I'm tired. I'm tired. Badger spirit. It's time to be fearless and it's time to be bold. Very mellow, very mellow, very mellow. Let's take a drink. Take a drink. I want to get the moon cards because we are in the full moon energy. Breathe. Breathe, breathe. Don't tell me to breathe, gang, gang. Breathe. It's a time for healing. The balsamic moon. It's a time for healing. Is what Spirit says. You've been handed so much lemons. I keep saying that. So much lemons. It's a time for healing now. So much sour and bitter moments. So much bittersweet relationships here. South Node. Stop allowing your past to hold you back. Do not let your past hold you back. So it's a time for healing and do not allow your past to hold you back. It's time to heal from it. Spirit says. We know you've been handed lemons, but now we want you to make some lemonades. So you cannot allow those lemons to hold you back. Your personal issues are reaching their resolutions. The full moon in Cancer. So whatever issues you are facing right now, they are coming to an end. This cycle is closing out. Ooh, didn't turn, but it's there though. Believe in the impossible. And we just had it. The blue moon. We just had it. It says believe in the impossible. Bottom of the deck, emotions are running high. And they are. The super moon. So just be careful, as other people's emotions are also in play. Right? So emotions are running high. A fiery climax approaches. The full moon in Aries. So this month is going to heat up a bit. It could be more arguments. It could be more passion. It can go any way. That's how it is. Literally, it can literally go anywhere as we're going into Taurus season. So just really what I want to tell you is just, oh, there you go. Bring love into the situation. You bring the peace into the storm. And for some of you, the bottom of the deck, like I said, it's going to get hot. A new romantic cycle is about to begin. So the heat is going to be in the bedroom. In the bedroom. Shave up those pom-poms and shave up those beards then. Fix up, look smart. Because the heat is going to be in the room. In the bedroom. And emotions are going to be running high. And you are going to be bringing love into the situation. Gang, gang. And it will be a fiery climax. Oh my God. Going nowhere fast, we reach the climax. You're climaxing, gang, gang. A fiery climax is approaching. Gang, gang. It's nice. We're going to wind it down. I'm not going to keep you for long. Your girl's a bit tired. Your girl's a bit tired. Didn't really go in today because your girl was really tired. But I didn't want to let some people down. I got messages about today like, are you still coming? Yes, I am, but I was out all day. All day. So I just came to speak to someone who was trying to give up. Someone was trying to give up. They were very conflicted and they were like, F it. I can't be bothered no more. I give up. Spirit says, don't. You're on the verge of a major shift, a major change. The number 5. Positive changes are on the way. Just as you're about to give up. That's how it is. Ask any woman that's in labor. We're like, drugs, drugs. The baby's coming though. So you're on the cusp. You're on the verge. You said it today. I can't allow you to give up. All right? You're lacking in confidence. Your confidence is low. Meditation is required. Dancing is required. Positive people and environments are required. And music. You feel like you're, what's the word? You're being left behind. You're the last in the race. Everyone's getting ahead except for you. What I saw before was divine detours, divine delays. So if you are being delayed, if you are being detoured, then it's divine intervention. It's supposed to be this way. You're being held back for a reason. It's a what? A setback. to a comeback, because you have a propelling force that is going to push you forward to the Six of Wands, to recognitions and rewards, success. So you can't give up now when you're on the verge of success, of a breakthrough, whether it's just a small one or a big one. You're lacking confidence here, but confidence grows though. Confidence grows. A lot of times I want to give up, but there's something inside of me that won't let me. And that same thing inside of me is inside of you. And I speak to it now. Push. Push. Literally, you've come too far and you can't give up now. You're on the verge of a breakthrough, even if it's a small one for you. You're going further than you have before. Destiny. The Wheel of Fortune again. The Wheel of Fortune comes out again. Major life changes. I told you, if you find yourself held back, it's destiny. If you find yourself delayed, it's destiny. You are where you're meant to be at this precise time. It's because we're watching other people get ahead that makes us feel so defeated. You don't see how far you've come though, because you're too busy looking how far they're getting. But they're on a different race, on a different journey, in a different season from you. It says you have been going through a cycle here, which is coming to an end, and you're entering a new one. I want to read this card the second time it came out. I want to read these two cards to you. So Spirit can tell you exactly what they're trying to tell you. Someone's been watching people on the internet, on social media, and we get discouraged because it looks like we're doing the same thing. But in reality, we're not. We're not doing the same thing. We're not in the same race. We're not walking in the same shoes. I could have had 10 years on you, and you could have just started this thing. But you're giving up because I seem to be more ahead than you. But you don't understand that I've been grafting from a long time ago. It's only now that you're seeing me. You can't look at other people's journeys and discredit your own. And discount your own. And give up on your own. Push through, you Miller. Push through. There was a lot of times that I looked at other people and I was like, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. But the minute I started to focus on me, I realized I was where I was meant to be. It was the focusing on them that slowed me down. Have you ever ran and you focus on something else, or you turn back, it slows you down? Just like looking in the rear view. Don't look. We're going forward now. Stop looking back. And stop looking around at everyone else, because they're not doing what you're doing, even though it might look like the same thing. They're not coming from where you come from. The stories might sound similar, but it's not the same. So you will never have the same outcome. It will never happen. No matter how much we have the same story, we will never have the same outcome. Our outcomes will always differ. So don't discredit your journey because of someone else's. So conflict and defeat. addressing why some people really feel like giving up. Feel like they've tried so much, and that 10 of Wands moment, you just feel like, I'm done. I'm actually done. We've come to speak to you because you have so much more to give. Exactly, never giving up. The number 5 is a mental card, and it represents significant learning and significant changes. And how you can handle yourself at this time is vital to your well-being. This card relates to a lack of sensitivity in taking action or in response to conditions around you. This need for sensitivity could relate to you or someone else in your life. Even though a battle can be won, it's important to evaluate the cost and pain to you and both parties, because sometimes it's best to walk away. If no answer or victory can be achieved, and that's your relationships. Some of you are trying to save relationships that are not savable. And Spirit says some of you actually have to walk away from these things. Because sometimes it's best to surrender and walk away if there cannot be an answer or victory cannot be achieved. Stop assigning blame. Do not become deceitful. Do not get revenge. For this results in the negative energy becoming a part of you. You are being tested on how delicately and gently you can take your next steps. Remember, everything in your life is an opportunity for you to learn and to grow from. Exactly, don't get revenge. Because you have to understand, the 5 of Swords is also conflicts with people. It's not only with yourself, it's with these people. People that you're up against in your life, your friends, your family. And you just having to walk away from these relationships because they have come too conflictual, too competitive, because they've become toxic now. So it's speaking about me walking away from these people because they're just always competing against me. Always judging. Even speaking about me. Because the 5 is making me feel conflicted now. Mentally affecting me now. So sometimes you have to walk away when it comes to some relationships. Because on its flip side, it's talking about the relationships externally that you have to walk away from, and the battles internally that you have to stand up and face. So stand up and face your internal battles and stop running away from them and walking away from these ones that are very combative, very toxic, affecting you mentally, learning to walk away from them. It says, do not assign blame. Just walk away for your highest good. And destiny, I like this card the most, because it is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. Good luck and fortune are now in your favor. This is a cycle of change. This is a cycle of success and growth. And this is imminent. Life ebbs and flows in its natural journey. And this card signifies that good karma has now come full circle. Lady Luck is pointing at you. So what you sowed, you are about to reap. So 10 of Wands, you gave and you didn't get nothing back. You're about to reap all of that. You didn't need them to give you nothing. You're about to reap it from other situations, other people. Open up your heart and accept and receive what you have earned. Thank you. Whether expected or unexpected, they are gonna knock at your door. Gang, gang. I'm losing weight. I've been in the gym. This is a time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions. Speak, Spirit. This is a time to allow those lemons to be replaced by lemonades. This is the time to allow your problems, the lemons, to be replaced by lemonades, the solutions. Believe in destiny as you learn to let go of old issues. You are being given another chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past, enabling you to move forward in a positive direction. 6 of Swords. Holding on to a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have abundance in all areas of your life is the key. This confident mindset will show you that the impossible will become your possible. Take advantage of all your opportunities now. Act now. Take responsibility for your actions and enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favor. Do not always rely on luck though, because the wheel will turn again. It will always turn. So we'll be in a season of good luck now, but try and know that bad luck season is coming again. So you better save, put away. Do not just squander your money away, gang. You're going to make a lot of money, but don't spend it frivolously now, because that season's going to come around where you're going to need that money now. All of what you gained here, you're going to need it there, because the wheel is forever turning. Rainy days, gang. They call them rainy days. And we all have them. We all have them. You can't escape them. You cannot escape them, but you can prepare for them. So in this season, we prepare for the rainy seasons. We don't get caught out anymore. I will not get caught out again. Invest, exactly. Heartbreak. Why is it so sad? I can't escape it. We're just in this energy today. Why? I just want to give you lot a hug. Huh? Doing the shadow work. Trying to shake it off. The heartbreak, the loss, the grief, the rejection, the abandonment, all of these feelings. God. I just want to give you lot a hug. I just feel hurt. But I can see that you can take the pain, the lemons, and turn it into purpose. Lemonade. The last reading that I done. Spirit says, take this pain. Take it. Do the inner work and then turn it into purpose, girl. Take the pain, the grief, the rejection, all of it. Take accountability for what you can and let go of what you can't change. And turn it into your passion. It says, what lights you up? And I can see what lights you up. Literally, I can see it. From me looking at this, I can speak to someone right now. She or he would say, Diana, the Virgo Tarot, what's my life purpose? And I would say, your life purpose is what lights you up, baby boy, baby girl. It's the very thing you need to see. It's the very thing, the person that you here needed to see right here is the thing that will light you up here. That's what it is. The thing that you needed here is the thing you become there. You were missing something here. And the minute you take a long, hard look at yourself, you're going to see it. I feel like for a lot of you, your traumas, your grief, your emotions are standing in the way of your passion, of you seeing what it is. You're so busy looking in your past. For some of you, it could even be your present. And Spirit said you need to be doing this shadow work here. Because it did say it's a time for healing, the balsamic moon. It really is a time for healing. Looking at yourself and seeing what you can change. What you can turn into passion. Because it's not everything that you can turn into passion here. Some of it you need to let go. But there's parts of what you've learned, what you've endured, what you've gone through, you can turn into a passion. It can help you to help others. With this Taurus energy that I feel like you becoming a teacher. Because I feel like you lost hope here. That life started to get to you, different situations. It's not just one thing, it's breaking your heart here. But the minute that you start to do this shadow work, this healing work, because you sort of feel like you're giving up here. I don't have any purpose, I don't have any passion here. But it's because you're so deep in your grief, in the anger, in these emotions, you don't see it, you don't feel it. It's hidden. The moon is hidden because that is a moon card. So I feel like once you uncover and get through all of these emotions and heal them, you can see it. It becomes very clear. I believe it starts to grow out of this. It's all part and parcel. As you come out of this healing period, something starts to be ignited inside of you. It replaces this grief. Now you're driven. It could be, you could have had a death, and now you're advocating for mothers that's lost their sons, lost their children, whatever it is, it becomes a purpose for you. I'm very tired. And the last card, like I said, victory and success. Someone at the height of their career. Doesn't have to be a star. It just is someone just successfully turns their life around. Seriously. That everyone thinks everyone's not going to be a trailblazer. But for me, a trailblazer is someone who sets a standard. So someone just really just put you in a box over there. And now you come out of that box. You done more than what they expected of you, than what you expect of yourself. That's a trailblazer. You're not a statistic. You become more than that. You made a success out of your life, even though you were given lemons, even though statistically, all the numbers said that you should be this, you became that. Because literally, he's wearing rag clothes, but yet he's a success though. Look at his clothes. From rags to riches, bruv. He's making himself into a major success. From humble beginnings, gang. I want to read this card. Because this is someone who's so humble. Who takes what they have, what they've known, what they've learned, to climb to the top. Literally claw their way to the top. He doesn't even have the right tools to climb the mountain that he just climbed. But he got to the top though. Sheer determination. Sheer determination. He wasn't equipped for the job. But he was determined that that was enough. So victory and success. Whenever I read it, it throws me off. So I'm not going to read it at all today. It's just throwing me off, all these paragraphs. Can't read it today, gang. Let's find this one before my voice goes. Good news is on the way. This card talks about completion, victory, and success that follows a difficult period in your life. This is where people around you will be proud of you to see how you triumphantly came through that difficult period. Do you understand? So it wasn't because he became rich. It's because he got through the drugs and he got off of it. It's because he got through alcoholism and he was successful at it. The crack, he did it. He turned himself around. She turned herself around. It's anything, gang, right? Someone came through a difficult period where people wrote you off, and you proving them wrong. You didn't set out to prove anyone wrong, but this is what's happening. It says, following a difficult period, you're becoming successful. And people are going to be proud of you and inspired by you, Yamila. They'll respect you. And they'll even attempt to follow your example. Why? Because they're the Five of Swords. They're competitive, gang. They like to compete against you. They want to be better than you. So clearly, they want to try to be better than you now. So you're going to inspire even your haters. You've worked hard and you've devoted so much effort to get to this point in your life. It's a point, it's a milestone where you have become wiser and have grown in so many ways. Remember to stop and pat yourselves on the back. Pop your collar. You deserve it. This says stay grounded because you're going to be very successful, but this card says remember where you came from. You came from food banks, poverty, all of these things, government assistance. So when you become successful, please do not let it go to your head. Do not forget who you are. Do not forget to give back to your communities, to your countries, because some of your countries need you to come back and build it up. So yeah, stay grounded, don't forget where you came from, and keep your egos in check. Do not lose who you really are. This victory can be used as a teaching tool, but realize that if you came through this challenging time, you can achieve anything. You can achieve anything. I want to get the shadow card, the moon card, because it speaks to me. The full moon, and they want to speak to you about that shadow. Let's give it to you. Where is it? Here we go. This represents your emotions, your sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in your life is at a standstill. This world is of a constant flux, and one thing is certain, everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your own soul. You may learn to confront what you have avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and as it does, so do you. This card promises there's light at the end of your tunnel. Recognize that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you will discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is a cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. This card indicates that this is a time where when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. So learn to open up to it or to turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antennae. So just remember that you are in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. You can turn it down, you can turn it up. Mother Earth can assist you in this period of change, sensitivity, and healing. This is the moon card. And we're going to wrap it up. Wrap it right up. Let's get the ancestors out to speak to you. And then we're going to get Spirit Speaks. As we come into 2 hours, and I came for 1. I came for 1 hour, gang. Just 1 hour. I said, Spirit, 1 hour. Just 1 hour. That's all I've got. They're always pushing me. Always pushing me. And I didn't have a message until I put the chat on. What do you need to know? I get downloads even with a hat. I don't know what that means, but I still get downloads even with a hat. So everyone is different. Make plans and focus on them. So they want you to make plans and focus on them. All right? Don't worry about anyone else, what they're doing, what they're saying, because everyone's different. Everyone's got their own opinions, but everyone's different. So make plans and focus on them, okay? What do you need to know? Oh shit then, Ida. She just got an update on the young man we prayed for. He opened his eyes today. The doctors are cautiously optimistic. Oh my God. He's still in the ICU in critical condition. Oh my days. Ida, Ida, Ida. I was praying for this guy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the Ida. Thank you, thank you. Now I can wrap it up. I can wrap it up. I can wrap it up. That's what I was waiting for. Thank you. Oh my God. My ears are buzzing. Thank you. And look who came out. Don't tussle with me. That's how they draw Jesus in this deck. That's Jesus in this deck, gang. So that's Jesus in the deck. The great teacher. Learn from your spiritual experiences. And the bottom of the deck, the sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Oh my God. That's a nice reading. So let me give you these messages. I'm going to get ready to go. I'm glad Ida came in. Thank you, gang. Thank you, thank you. Spirit just speaks. I was wondering about it. And here she came. Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus on them. Have a plan in place before moving forward. Right? The Shield Maiden is a female knight in shining armor. You're saving yourself. The women were seen as, so in Viking traditions, the women were seen as equal to men. We were equal to you men. And so we joined you on your raids and fought with you on the battlefields. In this deck, she brings a fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior, still while retaining your feminine sensitivity. She is ready to put her plans into action. Aries and Taurus season. She's got that. She's ready to go into battle, gang. Her medicine helps you to move beyond any unsettled feelings or fears. when your plans start to take shape and follow through with your strategies in order to be where you want to be. Shield Maiden works together in times gone by to create a wall of protection. So she will always show you how to work with others in order to bring your plans to fruition. Taking time to assess what your next steps will be is a great start, because all warriors need a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you are not prepared for your task, you could end up feeling exposed and overwhelmed. The guidance, your ancestors' guidance that is coming to you now, is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a plan in place and let your guides support you as you move forward. So they say you haven't been as much focused as you should be recently, and you need to be. You need to be, and you might need to fight for what you want a little bit. You might need to tussle a little bit, gang. It says you've had a great teacher, great teachers, and you've learned from your spiritual experiences, your life experiences here. But this does come out to be Jesus as well in this deck. I swear it does. I'm sure that's what they said last time, so I got it wrong. The great teacher. Just know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. So learn from your current experiences and then share them with others. What did I tell you? So everything, the abuse, the abandonment, the drugs, the swinging on the poles, all of it, gang, gang, is an experience that you can now teach. You learn from it and then you share it with others. This card was inspired by Jesus. I was right. This card is inspired by Jesus, or what this person perceived as Jesus, who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. But there is a great teacher in every tradition, and this card represents the one in every tradition. So you can choose whichever it is for you. Is that my cat screaming? The teacher wears simple clothes to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be an incredibly spiritual one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiencing peace through joy. This card represents a teacher in your life or the teacher within you. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having problems recently, you've surmounted them, you've got past them, and allowed them to be vehicles, I told you, to lessons that are helping your spiritual connections. So they're pushing you. All of what's happened is pushing you. That's a vehicle. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card confirms that you have. Oh my days. So if you feel that you have recently received messages from God, from heaven, or the universe recently, this card confirms that these have indeed been holy experiences. My crown chakra is going off. Someone has been in direct contact with Source. Not someone, some people, they said. Direct. And they want to confirm it, that it was their voice you heard and you need to do what they said. And I'm sure it's about moving, relocating, changing something in your life. Because they want you to be a success. With the sun, told you the seasons are changing. You're coming into a season of positivity, strength, happiness, peace, prosperity. So enjoying success and happiness is the last card for this deck. And then we get Spirit Speaks and we're gone. Just know that doors are about to open for you. Doors are opening for you, gang. It's time to follow up your new projects, those ideas and ventures. Connect with that inner fire that is driving you forward. Remember what I told you? The sun has been associated with the energy of success. It's the most powerful planet in the solar system. Solar referring to the sun. So when this card appears, it brings power, prosperity, success, and light. It brightens up everything, all connections, and banishes darkness. It brings a sense of youthfulness and invites you to connect to the energy of happiness, of joy, so that you can be light in spirit and in heart, gang, gang. You are being surrounded, getting hot, by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Grab it. Relationships and friendships are progressing or will progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. Euphoria. So if you're not feeling happy right now, you soon will be, gang. Because solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm and encourages everything to grow. Everything. The energy of expansion is with you at this time. And you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. So if you want to bring something to life, or you are ready to take a new step in your relationship or a new relationship, the sun is bringing the right energy to you at this time. And if you are asking me a question, a yes or no question, the answer is yes. The sun card is a yes card. Yes, 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 yes. The bottom of the deck, moving on, moving forward. North Node, gang, moving on. Once you do, things will start to happen for you. And it's going to happen really fast. A wish fulfillment, really, really fast. And accelerated motion, propelling energy. And this is where your prosperity begins. In your relationships, in your business. Life starts to get better again. This is what the sun does for you. It makes everything grow. Everything starts to look good. Let's end this reading. It's long. It's long, gang. It's long. It's long. It's drawn out. But Spirit said it was necessary. So I suppose it was. I'm just here feeling very tired now. I want to go to TikTok, but I'm not sure. I might pop up on Insta. Still not sure. I will see after I go outside. I'm going to go outside and get grounded right now and come back. Because all my energy has just come out right here. Dearest beloved, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow your ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. The first time I got this card, you might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, So are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source. I told you someone has been speaking directly to source. And play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others cannot hear. So you are being invited to a meeting with spirit. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Do not worry. We will also, when you're sleeping, they're giving you dreams and visions and ideas and all this. Do not worry. We will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set your alarm clock. Loving you always, your spirit team. So they want us to go and sleep and get some rest, and I might do that because you're about to dream a dream that you need to write down. You might get more than one dream. Very important, gang. Spirit's going to come into your dreams tonight. Remember what I told you. You are going to be visited in your dreams tonight by spirit. Be open and receptive to this. I want you to write it down. And the next time we meet, tell me what spirit told you. They're going to visit you. You are going to be visited. In whatever form they come to you, be receptive to the message. All right, this is your girl, the Virgo Dry Lips Tarot gang. Let's get the karmics, because what's going on? Why does it look like that? Days. Wow. This is your girl, the Virgo Tarot 2222 gang. I love you. Love you. I will. But you know me. I might not go sleep. You already know me. You love my lips. I might not sleep, gang. I might come back out. So 1 hour, you might see me pop up on TikTok, on Insta, or back here. Because even though I feel drained, I don't feel tired. And I'm Virgo. I don't really sleep. So I might see you soon. If not, you know I'm sleeping. I'm dreaming. Getting messages for you. All right? Take care. See you soon. Ashe.